I used to be a serious coffee lover. It wasn't just about getting a caffeine fix for me, it was the entire experience. As soon as I brought a fresh cup of coffee up to my face, the rich smell of roasted beans would fill my nose. The slight bitterness would dance on my taste buds, and the warmth would feel so comforting as it went down my throat. But then something happened that made me ditch coffee for good. It all started on a weekday morning. I had a job interview scheduled in a downtown office, and being the kind of person who likes to be early, I showed up way ahead of time. Instead of sitting around in the lobby, I thought it would be nice to spend some time at a nearby coffee shop. I set up my laptop and got connected to their Wi-Fi, feeling pretty productive. That's when I headed up to the counter to order my coffee. There was this barista behind the counter who really caught my eye. She had long, dark hair that curled nicely over her shoulders, and her friendly smile was accentuated by her striking red lips. "Can I help you?" she asked with a warm tone. I took a quick glance at the menu hanging up behind her, trying to look casual. "I see you have some new fall flavors," I said, acting like I hadn't just been admiring her. "Yes," she said, her smile getting wider. "We have 3 new drinks this season. 2 of them are completely vegan, Mandrake Mocha and Wolfsbane Vanilla." She pronounced Wolfsbane with a V, which caught me off guard. Those sound interesting, but I was kind of hoping for something like pumpkin spice or apple cinnamon, I admitted. She laughed a little. "I get what you mean. We're just trying to switch it up a bit this year. More October vibes than November, you know." I raised my eyebrows and nodded, then asked, "What about the third option?" "It's called Lifeblood Almond. It's a nutty twist on our famous Blackberry Merlot Red Eye. A red eye is just a mix of coffee and espresso, so it's pretty strong," she explained. "That's a weird name," I said, hesitating. "And if the other 2 are vegan, why isn't this one?" She giggled. "Well, some food colorings aren't vegan since they're made from crushed insects. We use one of those to make the drink a deeper color. It's all just for fun, and the name adds to the seasonal theme." I thought about it for a moment, then decided, "All right, I'll give it a shot." She handed me a big steaming mug of the reddish coffee and pointed over to a station where I could add my own sugar, cream, or spices, but I opted to keep it as it was. I settled into a spot by the window and took a sip. Let me tell you, it was like the perfect treat for a coffee addict. The smell was sweet, and the taste had this incredible nutty and fruity flavor with a hint of sharpness to it. I barely even checked my email before my cup was empty. Checking my watch, I realized I still had time, so I went back for a refill. She took my empty mug and returned with a fresh one, warning me, "Just a heads up, that's your 2nd cup of our Lifeblood blend. After 3 of them, you might find yourself hooked." "Can you even be more hooked on coffee?" I joked. We had a good laugh, and I went back to my laptop. Pretty soon I got so caught up in a heated discussion online that I completely lost track of time. When I finally glanced at the clock again, I saw I had about 10 minutes to get to my interview. I hurriedly packed up my laptop and chugged the last of my coffee. Just as I was headed out the door, the lovely barista called after me, "Hey, would you like a cup to go? It's on the house." I thought to myself, free coffee? How can I say no to that? So I turned back toward the counter, but as I was reaching for the to-go cup, an odd feeling washed over me. It felt like my body was moving without me in control, like I was a puppet on strings. As I lifted the cup to my lips, I noticed other customers staring at me, looking intensely like they were waiting for something crazy to happen. Suddenly, a wave of dizziness hit me all at once, snapping me back to my senses. In a panic, I dropped the cup and dashed for the door, but as I was about to step outside, I hesitated and glanced back. I wish I hadn't. The patrons' faces morphed, revealing rotting zombie-like features, and their mouths were filled with sharp vampire teeth. The barista was grinning the most twisted smile with fangs, her crimson lips curving in a way that made my blood run cold. I took off out of that shop faster than I had ever run in my life. I ducked into the building where my interview was supposed to happen, and gasped for breath, trying to peek through the glass door to see if those freaky people were following me. Luckily, the street seemed clear of any vampire wannabes. As I was trying to calm down, a voice from behind me said the exact same words that Barista had asked me. "Can I help you?" I turned around to see another young woman at a reception desk. This one had light hair and a pale complexion. I tried to appear normal and straightened my tie, convincing myself my wild imagination was playing tricks on me. I thought, maybe I had some weird reaction to that coffee as I approached her. She was wearing a flowery dress and a vibrant red scarf that looked like something out of a 1970s fashion catalog. I glanced at my watch and said, "I have an interview in 5 minutes." She took my name and called to see if her boss was ready for me. "He'll be down in 5 or 10 minutes. We have coffee and donuts in the lobby if you want some," she added. "No way. I'm done with coffee for life after what just happened this morning," I replied, shaking my head. She looked disappointed. "That's a bummer. We get the best premium blends in, including a lot of lifeblood almond for our guests." My heart sank at her mention of that name. Her boss drinks that stuff? I thought to myself, panic ramping up again. That's the guy who's interviewing me. My stomach twisted as I remembered her scarf slipping, revealing tiny punctures on her neck. The kind you wouldn't want to see. I was out of there before I could think twice. During my hurried escape, I felt the eyes of strangers piercing me, and I felt more paranoid than ever on the street, the subway, even on the bus ride home. I didn't get the job, obviously, and I promised myself I would never set foot in that creepy coffee shop again. From that day on, I swore off coffee, forever done with that strongly brewed potion that once held me in its grip.